If you want to stay ahead of the latest shifts in AI visibility, SEO, AEO, and agentic readiness for brands and websites, listen to Be Visible.
80%. Buyers are completing up to 80% of their decision-making right inside ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Gemini before they ever click a link to land on your website.
80%, wow, that is a massive shift.
It completely transforms how we have to think about web building, because suddenly you are not just building for a human clicking around a browser. You have three distinct audiences now. You have the human visitor, you have the interpreting language model trying to make sense of your brand, and you have the autonomous action agent actually executing tasks on the page.
Right, and most websites today are still designed like a glossy, heavily styled restaurant menu where all the actual content is buried inside visual widgets. When an AI crawler arrives to read that menu, it has to wade through megabytes of JavaScript clutter, nested layout tags, and interface noise just to figure out what you sell.
Yeah, it completely taxes the token window.
Exactly, it taxes the model token window. Processing that page becomes slow and expensive for the LLM. That is why approaches like token optimization or serving clean text representations strip out all that HTML bloat. If you give an engine streamlined text, you optimize the tokenization process and limit the amount of work these tools have to do, which acts as a strong positive signal for retrieval.
But before you even get to token efficiency, so many site owners are committing digital suicide right in their robots.txt file.
Wait, how so?
They have default security setups or outdated plugins that actively block crawlers like GPTbot, Claudebot, or Google Extended. It is a totally binary risk. If your robots.txt blocks those bots, you do not just rank lower, you are completely invisible to the model.
You do not exist in the answer engine at all.
You literally do not exist. And that is why we built LL Magnet, because traditional SEO tools are tracking static ranks on a Google search results page. But LLMs are stochastic. They do not output a fixed list of links at static positions. They synthesize dynamic answers based on probabilities. So instead of keyword rank tracking, LL Magnet tracks actual AI bot traffic, page impressions from Claude or ChatGPT, prompt mentions, and share of voice.
Because rank isn't really something for us to look at anymore. We are really looking more at brand mentions and citations inside vector search. And if you want those citations, the single most impactful technical change you can make on WordPress or Shopify is schema markup. Schema markup is structured data that tells AI exactly what your content means. Think of it as the official ID badge your content wears, so AI doesn't have to make wild guesses.
The ID badge for AI, I love that image. What are the essential schema badges every site needs?
There are 5 core ones. First, article schema, but you must ensure date modified is included alongside date published, so the AI sees a strong freshness signal. Second, person and author schema with full names, credentials, and social links to build yet trust. Third, organization schema. Fourth, how-to schema for tutorials. And fifth, the absolute GEO goldmine FAQ schema.
The FAQ schema is huge for extraction.
It is directly extractable. When you mark up clear question and answer pairs, you are handing the AI a pre-structured quote on a silver platter.
Okay, but reading and citing text is really just step one. The next evolution after mobile responsiveness is agent readiness.
Yeah, because buyers are starting to deploy research and shopping agents to take actions like book an appointment or buy a specific product. And if your site backend is messy, those agents get completely stuck.
You actually ran a test with an AI booking assistant on a client site recently, right?
Oh, it failed completely. I was testing an AI assistant trying to complete a service booking on a client's site. To a human, the visual form looked fine. But under the hood, the form field labels were coded as input _field _947 instead of standard terms like first name or booking date. The AI agent got completely confused by the technical ambiguity and gave up. The brand lost the customer because their form was unreadable to an autonomous agent.
Input field 947, wow, that is a silent killer for conversions in an agentic web.
It really is. So if you want to know where your business stands right now, do a simple 5-prompt audit this week. Go to ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity and ask 5 core questions your potential customers ask every single day.
Use the exact same 5 prompts across all 3 engines.
Exactly. Check whether your brand gets cited, see which third-party sources show up instead, and discover whether models actually trust your content. It takes 15 minutes and gives you a clear baseline for your AI visibility.
All right, test your robots.txt file and run those 5 prompts today. Talk to you next time.
If you want to stay ahead of the latest shifts in AI visibility, SEO, AEO, and agentic readiness for brands and websites, listen to Be Visible.